So I'm just going to make a bit of a video by request on aquascaping ideas for a cichlid tank. Now the first thing we'll talk about is gravel. This is Coff's Gold gravel, which is one of my favourite. 1 to 3 mil is perfect. I don't like grains that are too large, or all the crap from the fish goes underneath it and it seems to get dirtier. And I'm not overly a fan of the too fine either. Some fish do appreciate it, but once again, they do have the tendency to get anaerobic. I really like the 1 to 3. I'm not the biggest fan of coral sand, because coral sand is very sharp and can damage cichlids' gill lining. Often I see my cichlids digging in the coral sand all the time, and then I see them scratching their gills, and when I've lost fish I have actually looked at their gills and found significant damage in the gill lining of the fish. So I do opt for 3 to 5 mil gravel. I don't like it too dark, or I find it doesn't bring the colours of the fish out unless they're yellow, and I don't like it too light, or it doesn't bring the colours of the fish out. I find it pales them out. Now I'm a big fan of the universal rock backgrounds. As long as they're glued in properly while the tank's dry, putting glue right around the outside and on all the raised bits on the back to ensure the fish can't get in behind it. But they look really natural and they look pretty awesome. You've got various choices for rock. Texas Holy Rock for cichlids is by far the best because it helps keep your pH up. It looks amazing. And then you've got, you know, bush rock and all the rest of it. As you can imagine, aquascaping a tank with a big round bush rock is never going to get as interesting results as with this Texas Holy Rock, which is absolutely phenomenal stuff. So when you're going to aquascape a tank, the first thing I'll do is try and get good rock in the first place, because how good your arrangement's going to be is of course going to be restricted by how good your actual rock is. Now if you can get some, and I'm not afraid to use the back wall. Some people try and have setups and not use the back wall. I find that's quite hard. So let's say that we're pretending this is an aquarium. What I'll do is I'll get some really nice foundation pieces, and when I put them into the tank I will try not to put them on points. I'll try not to put them flat, I'll put them on points, because basically if you put that rock on the bottom of your tank and there's a large surface area around the outside where all the garbage can build up, all the waste builds up underneath the rock. So if I have the opportunity to basically put the rock on pivot points, therefore there's less contact with the substrate, I find in the long run the tank just stays so much cleaner. Now the next thing I'll do, so I'll get a few rocks that I'll use as an anchor, and I like to have a lot of depth to my rock display. So I'm putting in the gravel first, I'm touching on points at the bottom, then what I'm doing is mounding up the rock. Mind you, it's particularly easy with rock as spectacular as this. This really is quite amazing rock. Having good rock in the first place is definitely a key. So I'm just going to put a few more bits out.